When it comes to sump pumps, it's easy to be persuaded that a pump is just a pump. You know, what's the difference between one that you could buy at a typical box store or a premium plumber's grade sump pump? So I'm going to walk through some of those differences with you here. First and foremost, when you just look at the pumps, you'll notice that this one is all plastic. Plastic body, plastic housing. Whereas this one, the plumber's grade, is stainless steel, cast iron construction. So this one's going to give you a lot more durability down in the pit. The second thing to think about is performance. So I'm going to throw some numbers at you here. This one is rated at 3,000 gallons per hour. This one's rated at 2,800. Now, those two numbers, 200 gallons per hour difference, that's a reasonable difference. But one thing I want to point out about the box store pumps that can be misleading, make sure you check the box itself. On the front of this box, for example, it lists that this pump is rated for 3,400 gallons per hour. The misleading part is that that's actually at zero foot of lift. Now, if you don't know what that means, think about where your pump is. Your pump is down in the basement. So in order for it to pump water up and out of the basement, it's got to go up usually about 10 feet. So the fact that this pump is rated for 3,400 gallons per hour at 0 feet really doesn't matter. So, but if you're not careful, you could be misled into thinking that, well, this does more than this one, and that's just not true. Going back to durability, this pump comes with a 5-year warranty. This one comes with a 1-year warranty. You'll notice the float switches on both of these. This float switch, although they're both vertical float switches, this one is much longer than this one. Now, the difference in that is that when you're getting a lot of water coming in, this one's it's much shorter. It's going to be triggering the float much sooner, much faster, causing a lot of short cycling, meaning on, off, on, off, on, off. Whereas when this one engages, it's going to run for a longer period of time, clearing more water out of the pit. And finally, and what I think maybe most importantly, is that this pump comes with a controller. Now, this one doesn't. The important thing here is that when this pump and this switch are wired together, and it's just plugged into the wall. Well, if this pump fails, there's no notification, there's no audible alarm. Well, that could be disastrous because I don't know about you, but I don't go down to my basement and look at my sump pump every day. So if the pump fails, it could have failed for a long period of time before you know. This pump here, this controller has an audible alarm. It also comes with a control panel that'll give you information on any faults. And this controller will actually put this pump through a self-test once a week just to make sure that this pump is ready to go when you need it. So before you run out to just pick up a pump at the box store, make sure you take into consideration those differences.